Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. Today's video is very special because it's a video request. Yes, this is a video request from one of my good friends, one of those people that I look up to, one of those young people that are just about God's business. So I didn't hear from him for some time, and I got concerned because all his social media platforms were deactivated, and I was wondering what's happening in the life of this friend of mine. So I reached out, and then I discovered to say he was going through something very serious, whereby this is somebody who's exemplary. This is somebody that people look up to, and he's in this traditional church. He even got titles both in church and other places, and then something happened. He made a mistake, and he was told to just stand in front of the church and apologize to the congregation for the mistake that he had made. He was stripped of all his titles. And then at the end of the day, he was even excommunicated, where now he has to go to church and not socialize with anybody. And this broke him down, whereby the people he was leading actually came up to him and asked him to please practice what he teaches. If he can't do that, then he shouldn't even lead anybody because he wasn't fit. And then he felt like God had let him down. God had given up on him, because he asked God to say, Lord, why didn't you warn me? Why didn't you stop me? Why did you allow me? So he felt like maybe he was doomed to fail. He was just actually wasting his time. It wasn't even his calling to do God's business. It was just himself. So he said, you know what? It's clear that I know where I'm going, and it's not in heaven, because if that was the case, God wouldn't have allowed this to happen. So after speaking with him, he said, you know what, it really helped me. I want you to make a video on this, just in case somebody is going through this, even just to teach people about the impact of what they make people do when they make a mistake, especially in church. So this is what this is about. So at the end of the day, God knows everything about us. He knows the mistakes we'll make, and He does not abandon us. For the most part, we feel like when things go wrong, we ask God to say, why didn't you warn me? Why did you knew this would happen? Because we know to say He's been to the end, He's seen us through. And let me tell you something, even when you make a mistake, God does not take away the grace. If you are chosen to lead a people, you have to go through certain things. He has to allow certain mistakes to happen in order for you to move. Sometimes it happens that we become attached to a place. Our time may be up. Our time to move may have come, but we remain in such places because we are attached. And God will allow such a situation to come and push you out of that environment. Sometimes He allows these things to happen because He wants to expose the people we have around us. Just like him, he thought he had a family, he thought he had friends, he thought he had respect in that place. But when he made that mistake, it's when those things were exposed. It was when he now could see exactly the people he was with, who they were, and what he meant to them, why he stood with those people. If not for that mistake, such a thing would have not happened. Tell you what, there is nothing new under the face of the earth. There is nothing new to God. He's seen it all. He knows to say, at this point you make mistake. It's through those challenges, those situations, that we are pushed into greater faith, into greater heights, into greater strength. So if you are going through something like this, let me tell you, God has not taken away the grace. God has not deserted you. You are not alone. He just wants you to learn certain things, and He wants you to move. He wants you to go deeper. Sometimes you may have grown and expanded at some period, then you stop growing, you become comfortable. So if such things do not happen, you definitely will remain in the same place. So if even us as a church community, we should understand that just because somebody has been called by God, just because somebody has answered the call, they do not become spirits. They are still human beings in human bodies that make errors, human bodies that break at times. Let's not take it upon ourselves to be the God and tell people to say, you are no longer part of this church. That is not even your house. It's God's house. To make people apologize in front of the congregation, that has a big impact on the mind of a person, the emotions of the person, the psychology of the person. Let's show love. Let's show love to people that make mistakes, because sometimes those people need us the most in that moment. We do not know what the person is going through, because usually the people that are leaders, when we have problems, we run to them, we talk to them, but who do they talk to? And every time they are going through something, all the encouragement we can give is, God is in control, it is set, it is what? They also need encouragement. Let's also take time to understand them when they make certain mistakes, because we may not know what they've been going through, because we've been too busy talking to them about our own problems. We've been too busy trying to get their help. And we forget that they're human beings too. So let's not be so harsh. Let's not condemn. Let's not say bad things. Honestly, his experience really hurt me, because I know, and everybody around him, they know who he really is. From the time we were young, this person has been that person who's always about God's business. But that didn't take away the human side of him. He's still a human being that needs grooming. He's still a human being that makes mistakes and needs to be understood. So do have a good day, and please, let's show love and support and kindness. Let's be there for people, because such things drive people into depression. Like, at the point I found him that day, he was depressed, where he was talking about God really not caring. If he cared, why would he allow me to go through such a shameful thing? He knows this is the most thing that I'm afraid of. In everything I ever did, I always pray that he preserves me and keeps my honor, because it means the most to me. And then he allows people to just embarrass me. So, and it is, for the most part, people that choose to answer the call from God, it's not easy. It may look easy, and we laugh at them, we tease them, we think they are not all that. It's not easy. But when God calls you, you cannot say no. You begin to just go through that direction. So please, encourage these people, love them even in their mistakes, because they're not perfect. If you are not perfect, what makes you think they're perfect? Just because they are called by God and they've answered God's call? That doesn't make them perfect. Actually, if anything, they go through more trouble than you do, because they're also carrying the burdens that you put on them. For you, when something is going on with you, you talk to them, you actually leave that burden on them, plus their own burdens. They need love and support. So do have a beautiful day. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, so that YouTube may see that you like this content and you want to see more of it. So bye. Love you.